Yo, what's good, y'all? Just driving right now. Just wanted to get some thoughts off my chest, out my mind. Right now, I was just thinking about, the black community and how we, don't let a lot of stuff come out. I'll be thinking about, I seen a rapper, Sue Surf. He got locked up. He doing time. And I remember in his interview, when he got locked up, he was saying, man, I had no choice but to be in the gangs. I had to pick one side. You come outside, you see this side, you see that side. And I always think that in our community, we always use those excuses to be in bad things that ain't good for us. We always be like, I ain't had no choice. I wasn't raised in crazy circumstances, and I got family members and friends and people that have been through way crazier stuff than I can even imagine. So it's hard for me to judge. But I always think you got a choice, man. I feel like most people just choose to be in the opposite side. But, life will deal you a tough hand, man. Especially in growing up in the hood, black community. You hear all this music. You hear all the drill music, all the Chicago rappers, all the Philly rappers, whatever. It don't matter where you from. Hood is the hood. But I just feel like we got to do a lot better, man. As a community, as people, as men. I think everything starts with the fathers, black fathers, because Father's Day was yesterday. Had me thinking that too. It all starts with the black household. You got to build a great foundation, because when you look at it, it's easy to break down a foundation that ain't got no good, proper base. Like when you got a good father, you got a mother, you got people who care about you. It's always two sides of it, because one side is, if you got your parents in your life, they always think oh man, like me. They always hear all the rappers like, oh, you privileged. But that ain't always how it is, man. Some people got parents that's abusive, alcoholics, drug addicts. All of that stuff don't really mean nothing. The most important thing is to be a great parent. That's all that matters. And sometimes to be a great father in the hood, you got to be a little tougher on your kids, it seems like. So sometimes it's just different circumstances that, make people have to make tougher decisions. So it's always hard to just judge people, man. But I always feel like we got to do better as a community. I feel like that's the most important thing in these new times is we all got to learn to, one, be independent. Because you can't be like, I can't make this decision, or this happened in my past, I can't do this, I can't do that, or such and such made me feel. Nobody can make you feel or make you do anything. Nobody. It's impossible. It don't matter. Nobody can. There's nobody that in this world that can make you feel or do anything. You can't let influence make you turn into somebody that you don't want to be. You got to be the man you want to be, or the woman you want to be. Anything. That's always important. You can't never let nobody get you off your square, man. That's the most important thing in this life. Is staying on your square. This all starts at the household, I always think the parents should just stay together, and if they can't, you gotta at least have a reciprocal relationship. The mother and the father. It's such a tough relationship that goes on between that, because the mother is nurturing and the father is going to give you more of that tough love sometimes. And I think that's definitely needed, in a world that could be cruel. You need a father that could be a little bit tougher. But most people wasn't even raised with fathers, so all they knew was their mothers, either nurturing ways, or their mom had to be the dad. And most of the time that turns out to be a dude that just raised with feminine ways, or, just following. And that's all feminine traits, following. You can't make your own decisions. You can't be as independent, so you want to join a gang. You got to be independent in this life, man. And you're going to learn the hard way. So you always got to start on the inside, man. It all starts to here, man.